Hello to all of you beautiful souls. Peace on earth and love and light to you. I am GabrielleEther. Welcome to my channel. So I'm going to do a reading on Maleah Davis' mother. Why I can't ever think of her name when I'm trying to think of it. So, starting with a B. And I don't know. But, okay, so I've had to do this video before. And every time I do it, well, those of you who have seen the video that I made on Maleah Davis, I said that I had already made this video, which I already did, but it seems as if every time I make important videos like these type of psychic readings or Illuminati, something always go wrong with those videos, and that's why they take me so long to get out. That's why sometimes I don't even want to do them, because I just feel like it's always some type of force trying to prevent me from getting these videos out. So they take me forever to get out, like the Nipsey Hussle one. I still have those uploaded, but I've not made the video to go to that one yet. And I already hate the way that that it's made. Like, I don't like the way I did it. And that's another story. It takes, to explain what I mean about that, you guys probably are not going to know what I mean. So I can't really explain what I mean when I say I hate the way that video came out. But but I guess, you know what, you guys, if you guys see, you probably won't even notice, but to me, I noticed. So I had to do this video again because I didn't like the way that one came out, and so I'm doing it again. But the thing is, you guys, when it comes to this little girl, I just would see mostly in comments, when I would look at comments, they would say, you know, what would make a mother do something like that to her child? And I think I said in the Maleah Davis reading that I didn't want to focus on how it happened, because I don't know, for me that's just too much for me. And maybe if you guys are really, if that's what really helps you, you know, because I think it is something that we all might want to look over and look into, because it affects us all. And you know, I'm sure it probably caused some sleepless nights for a lot of us, because, you know, what if it was your child? And, you know, for me, since people were saying, and even I saw she looked so much like my daughter, I didn't even want to touch the subject. So I think things like this help people move on, even if you didn't know her, if you wasn't related to her. Sometimes it's like we feel like we know babies like that, we have some type of connection. And if this one helps you can kind of get along, accept certain things, and, you know, get through this process, then I'm going to do this for you guys. Because for me it's never about what would make, and that's what this video is about, you guys, what would make a mother do something like that to her child. I'm gonna try to look through that to see what it is, to see if I can help someone else. But to me, it was always more of like, what did the baby feel? Like, was she confused? Was she sad? You know, was she scared? Like, to me, that's what really, really got me about the whole thing. Like, the look on her face, because so I had to pause it and see why my baby was doing all that whining. But the thing is, like, I was saying, I can't hardly punish my baby sometimes. Like, don't we all get that way, you guys, to where, you know, like, when your baby is doing something bad and you gotta punish them, and they had a little look on their faces. But some parents, you know, are in just such disconnect. Like, we know when we've seen, you know, in different places when parents abuse their children. And I'm gonna see what that is. I'm gonna try to see if I can see what that is, or what actually happened when it comes to that situation. So if you wanna how it happened, this is not the video for you. This is going to be actually what made her do something like that. Put those down. So yeah, my baby is being bad now, but it's like, you still have to be a parent and discipline them, but then they have that little look on their face. So I just don't, we just don't understand as parents, like what will make a mother do that, But this time I set the cards up a little different. I had already had the cards pulled out last time. And this time I'm just going to shuffle them like this because what I realized, every time I did this, the message was the same. And I was like, okay, I'll be able to better, I think I kind of felt two cards come out. No, it's just one. These cards are thick. So, and I'm just gonna go until Spirit tells me to stop. And yeah, I just kind of knew that these cards was gonna come out like they've been like coming out again, because already we have 3 nurturance and self-care cards. You guys, these cards was coming out last time like over and over again, and I shuffled these cards really good. And this is just basically saying how she just was not taking care of herself, probably did not know how to take care of herself. To me, when I kept seeing these cards, it was all about her mother. And that's one thing that I was thinking about, like her mother. Like, I would see sometimes where people would say her own mother didn't talk good about her. You know what? That never faced me at all, because I was like, oh no, the apple does not fall far from the tree in some cases, okay? She probably got that from her mother. And to me, that's the energy that I'm picking up when it comes to nurturance and self-care. Like, who actually was your role model when it comes to you knowing how to take care of yourself? This card came out too many times. If you don't know who you are, you don't know how to take care of yourself, how are you going to take care of anyone else? Nurturance is self-care, self-expression. Same with the self-expression card. Like this exact card came out. I shuffled these cards really good, you guys. So hey, if you're skeptical when it comes to these type of readings, to believe it or not, I hate that I don't have my nails done when I'm doing a reading, that my hands gotta be so close. Anyways, off subject. When I saw this one, I was like, it's basically saying she doesn't know who she is. When I'm doing personal readings, I can tell people when it comes to this cards like these, because it's more than one self-expression card in the deck. And I always say, don't be afraid to be yourself. This is someone who didn't know who she was, And I looked at that hierarchy versus partnership. She really had a hard time with or just really had no business being nobody's girlfriend, had no business being nobody's mother. She didn't know who she was, had a hard time knowing who do I take care of, who do I tend to, my man or my child, So I'm going to end this soon because, another self-expression card. Complete and move on. Like something she just never, something you have to realize what we're asking the cards. Why would she do something like this to her child? Someone who never knew who she was, especially with this complete and move on. This is what I'm feeling. Someone who just never matured, never got to the place where she was supposed to be in her mind. Okay, these cards will come out. Okay, now we have a partnership card. Perfection versus imperfection. Okay, you guys know what I'm hearing when I see this. Like I said, someone who had no business being in a relationship, had no business being had no business being a mother, because this person does not know who she is. She doesn't know how to pick, someone good for her. But you know what, you guys, when you don't know who you are, when you don't take care of yourself, you don't know when you don't know who you are, you don't know how to take care of yourself. It seems like a very confused mind, a very confused soul. She just never learned it. So how can you take care of anyone? We say that all the time when it comes to ourselves. How can you take care of anyone if you can't take care of yourself? You know, just look at this card, and those of you who are empaths, what are you picking up? Because these are oracle cards. So basically, the only thing I'm going by is what Spirit is saying, you know. But those of you who are empaths, you are really resonating with what I'm saying right now, because I'm feeling this strong. Someone who did not even know how to pick a partner, you know. She didn't know what was best for herself. Look at this card. She didn't know who she was. Active versus passive. Someone that just she had no clue who she was. That's all I can say. She had no clue. No soul. If I can find that video, I'm gonna link it to here. It's kind of a little bit relevant. I was talking about people who had no souls. Like, if you believe that, comment in the comment section below. Let's have a discussion about it. I've talked about that before. I believe that, because some people, if she didn't have any soul, I'm just looking at how dark this card is. If she didn't have any soul, her soul, either she never had one, or like I was just saying, never knew who she was. This is coming off as a very dark soul, or maybe something had a hold of her soul. That's why, you guys, I said that, you know, like a demon possession or something. That's why I said, to me, I don't really care about, you know, why she did it, but if this can help people move on, then I definitely will do a reading about it, because a lot of people have questions about this. Because to me, of course, demons don't have souls. Like, if anyone does something like this, they're not human, they don't have hearts, they're demons. And like I've learned a long time ago, like I really don't question or, you know, really concern myself with why a demon do certain things, because they will do evil things. That's their job, you know. That's what I'm really getting. Heart seems so dark. Okay, Spirit, I'm just gonna pull a couple more cards here, because I feel like it's pretty finished. Okay, this came out. I don't know. It seems to me like this. They're dark, complete and move on, enlighten heart and mind. So, like, okay, can't read this card. It's positive, because we're not talking about something positive. We're talking about, like I usually would, we're talking about what would make someone do something like this to their child, okay? She did not have this in her, you know. She never got the heart she was supposed to have, the mind that she was supposed to have. Yeah, I see, but my baby's holding the other card up. You guys will pay attention to this one, because this is the one we're on. She wants to be a part of it. Move, Israel. Okay, she's very dark soul. To me, you guys, this is what I'm hearing. And I want to go to the cards that flew out.
Oh, this one.
Wow, look at the cards that flew out. Israel, stop, move. Look at the cards that flew out. 2 fertility and creativity cards, okay? As a mother, active versus passive, she didn't know what she was doing. As a mother, never prepared for motherhood. Seems like a lot of postpartum depression here going on. Look at the cards that flew out. Didn't know who she was. Didn't know how to take care of a baby. That's what I was just saying. And look at this card that came out, you guys. Someone who didn't know how to take care of themselves. So how are you going to take care of a baby? With this nurtures and self-care card. That's what I've been saying before when I saw these cards. You don't know how to take care of yourself. How can you take care of anyone else? She probably never was taught that herself, you know. Self-expression. I'm looking at all these cards that's coming out, you know, and they're wearing this black when I'm explaining her, you know. There's something dark about her soul. Didn't know who she was. And what I'm really getting, okay, this is what I'm getting, you guys. Especially I've been seeing all this black going on. All this black and this dark soul. Troubled soul, dark soul, troubled soul is what I'm hearing. So that's exactly what she was. Someone who...
Good job, nerdy boy!
I definitely see this darkness around her, but we all know that, right? A dark soul. I'm really getting someone who was soulless, who just had no soul, or someone who, like I kept getting someone who didn't know who they are, didn't take care of themselves. If that's just how she was, how she always felt on the inside, then that's just really means someone who just grew up with no nurturing. She grew up like that. She grew up never being nurtured, never being shown any kind of love, any kind of kindness. She grew up not knowing how to love herself, not knowing how to feed her soul, feed her spirit, or anything like that. So then you produce someone like that. So you guys, let's pay attention to, I'm not saying you're just gonna go to that extreme, but when we're doing personal readings and readings like this is what I have to tell people. This is what I tell people in pick apart readings, They're for entertainment, and then they also feed your soul, because I have to tell people, you guys, like, let's pay attention to our heart chakra, our solar plexus chakra, our root chakra. We're not just saying these things. You have to feed your soul. Don't feed your soul. Your soul is going to go, and your spirit is going to go hungry. It's going to starve. And then when there's nothing there, evil takes over, because evil is always present, and can easily take over, something that does not have any positivity in it. We don't want that to happen. And then what happens? She has no sympathy for her child. She's just evil now. There was nothing there. No one ever showed her that. If you're having any trouble connecting with your children, reach out to someone that can help you, because we don't want to take anything out on them. But it seems as if, to me, she does not, and I'm just going by energy, she did not have if she wasn't never shown that compassion, she didn't see any compassion in her daughter. I'm just looking at this vividly now. I'm seeing the picture. She looked at her daughter. She didn't see what we saw, you guys. She didn't see that hurt in her daughter's eyes. She saw what she went through when she was a child. She just saw probably something that looked like a joke to her, something that she couldn't even take seriously, something that she would never prepare for, was never ready for. She didn't care because she was beautiful or pretty, looked just like her. She was pretty too. She probably didn't know that. She didn't care about anything like that. But once that demonic spirit took over in her, if the child probably did anything bad, then she reacted. She was never taught anything, never put anything back, never instilled anything into herself to be able to know how to fight feelings like that, to fight when negativity comes up in you. So when you look at something innocent like that, you just look at it like a joke. You don't even recognize that as being real, like we did. So you know what? Like I said, I learned that a long time ago. I don't take demonic things too seriously, because hey, that's just how they're made. But to me, throughout this reading, what I've seen, this is a prime example of what happens when you have a child and you don't take care of the child. You don't feed this child anything. You don't feed this child love, self-esteem. You haven't fed them nothing. This woman didn't know anything. From what I read, all these same cards coming out, they're saying she didn't know herself. She didn't take care of herself. Let me stop talking. Okay, I also have to stop talking, because this is a sensitive subject for all of us. That is all, you guys. Continue to come and grow with me and subscribe. If you would like to talk about this, I'll talk about this with you in the comment section below. Let's just all respect each other, you guys. Most of you guys who always come on my channel, you always do, and I love that you come in and that you talk back and all that stuff like that. That's all. Bye.